All right, here we are on another Wacky Wednesday at my sewing room. I'd like to welcome everybody to the show today. We have a special guest in the house today, and she'll be here just shortly. But I wanted to say hi to everybody and welcome everyone to Wacky Wednesday at my sewing room. Hi, Ruth. It's so good to see you guys tuning in. It's wonderful. Hi, Robin. It's great to have you guys come online. And I do want to thank everybody for all your likes and your loves and your sharing and your comments on Facebook and YouTube. You can find me in both places. I want to say last week, I'm not sure if I was on Facebook or just YouTube because I had taped it and I was away. So anyways, I just wanted to say a thank you and do a little special shout out to some people. Are you ready? Shout out to Peggy Ann, Carol M, Carol G, Robin S, Carolyn Paul, Glenda and Mike, Audrey H, Denise B, Gina Maui Jim, Ruth C, who's on the line, Tina B, Ann S, Ruth C, Ann L, Loanne F, Rose L, Michelle G, Sandy A, Nancy C, Mary Z, Betty L, and I had a couple of really good ones come into this week and say hello and how much they watch my show, and it's great to say a shout out to Esther R and Ann P. All right, without further ado, I'm turning it over to our guest today. Are you ready, my sewing room people? Woohoo! Hey, it's Frankay Flannel in the house today. Frankay is here celebrating Frankenstein Day, and you may know my more famous cousin. His name is Frankenstein. Yeah, we're from the same hood, you know. However, his hood is a little different than my hood. I got to show you what his hood looked like. Oh, this was his hood. Look at that fancy house. That was Dr. Frankenstein's house, right? So, you know, he was pretty good. Okay, but I'm from the hood, and this is what my house looks like. It's called the Spooky Shack. Yeah. And I got to tell you that you can have a Spooky Shack or a fancy Dr. Frankenstein house as well. These are OESD freestanding lace, and they are really cool. But that's my house in the hood. I hope you like my house in the hood. But today I'm so happy to be here on Wacky Wednesday. Thanks so much for having me. Woohoo! So I got to tell you some stories on my cousin Frank. Yeah, Frankenstein. He used to drive around the town all the time. Yeah, around the hood. You know, but you know what he used to drive? Yeah, he drove a monster truck. Yeah, that's right. He drove through the hood in a monster truck. Yeah, but I tell ya, he was no scholar. No, he wasn't. Nah, every time he heard a school bell, he'd bolt. Yeah, right out of there. You know, he was kind of fun though. We'd get to go to the doctor's house, you know, that really fancy one on the hill, and he'd have a castle dance. And my friend Frankie used to bring his ghoul friend to that wonderful dance. Yeah, I got to go too, but I was, you know, the younger cousin, so you know, I didn't get to stay up so late. Anyways, you know, stories on Frank. You know, he's just hilarious. But you know what he said after he got struck by a bolt of lightning? He said, oh, thanks, I needed that. It was the jump start. I just charged me right up. You know, he was such a funny fella. Yeah. So anyways, today is Frankenstein Day. So yeah, we're honoring the Frankie. Okay. But this is Frankay. So, you know, I gotta tell you another little secret. He got married. Yeah, he got married, and he did you know, the Bride of Frankenstein thing. She did her hair. You know what she used in her hair? Yeah, she used scare spray. She was quite the piece. She was a great work of art. Yeah. Okay, but enough about my cousin Frankay. Frankenstein. I'm here to talk about Frankay flannel because today, of course, is all week, I should say, not just today. It's 50% off all our regular price flannels. Yes, minimum 1 meter cut, and it can be online or in the store. So yeah, it goes from now until September 3rd. So if you're interested in getting some of that lovely flannel, here's your chance. Okay, here's your chance. All right, I see Carol's tuned in. I see Anne's tuned in. Hey, she got her thread kit. Woohoo, she's going to be in business. Hi Sandy, good to have you tune in as well. Awesome. Okay, I got a little wrap for you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. I'm Frankay Flannel and I'm here to rap. Don't turn the channel, I'm talking about flannel. Fall is coming, I've seen the signs. You need flannel for great designs. Here at my sewing room, flannel fresh off the loom. 50% off this week. Make a quilt for everyone. It's warm, soft and sweet. Fun and done. Mic drop. Anyways, I am so happy to be here with you and tell you all about flannel. Yes, it's so much fun. But let's go back a little ways. I think you remember my friend Sandy. Yeah, she did some sewing last year and flannel was her game. And she found these. Woohoo! Flames flannel pajamas. I swear she made them for Frankie. They're so big. Anyways, if you want to dig some flannel pajamas, now's the time. Come on into the store and get your own fabric to make some wonderful warm flanny jammies for sure. Not only that, but I came up with a few patterns that might help you too if you want to make some jammies. I've got a really cute little kids one called New Look for Kids. It's 6170 and it's got the cutest little pajamas and you can make them for boys or girls and they've got several different styles, and if you really want to be nice and warm you can make a flannel house coat. So that's for the boys and girls. Now for us big people, of course, we can make flannel jammies too. This New Look pattern, number 6859, makes the cutest little pads, little drawstring ones, just like I made. You can have drawstrings on the bottom, you can have straight legs, you can fancy them up with some lace, you can make short, long, or in between. Anyways, that's a great way to use up some of that flannel that you've got at home or here. You know, 50% off is a good deal. And you know, Christmas is coming. You might want to have a few little flannel pajama things projects done up, right? Yeah. Hi, Nance. I hope do you remember these? My big flannel jammies that can probably fit all of us in there at once when I made them. They were sure fun. Not only that, but they're my favorite team, aren't they? Oh, and speaking of which, I think there's only like 50 days until the opener. Yeah, that's right. Sunday will be in the house on opening day for the Flames. Yeah, so don't forget, we can make those lovely flannel pajamas. Okay, well, you know, and flannel's not just for pajamas. No, look at the nice flannel shirt I've got on. Woo! Frankay flannel. It's got a flannel shirt. It's just wonderful. All right, other things you can make with flannel. Of course, flannel quilts, right? Or rag quilts. And I know that Leah has been making demos this week. She had a demo yesterday on how to make rag quilts. Well, it's a lot of fun. So if you have a go cutter, this nice go cutter, you can get a rag square 8.5 inches, which ends up being 6.5 finished go cutter, and you can get them all cut out and ready to go. You can do your own cutting using up your own flannel. So we have the go cutter. Now if you're not lucky enough to have a go cutter. We've got just the thing for you in store. This is a rag quilt bundle all ready to go, and the bundle is cut. It's using 3 different fabrics, and these ones are all flannel and wonderful, and it contains a pattern so you can put together a quilt, a rag quilt. And of course we have lots of already pre-cut ones that you can try out and make, or you come in, pick out that 50% off flannel and have Miss Dawn cut it, because she has a big studio go upstairs and she cuts all of these little rag quilts for us. And it's not very expensive. If you're doing just the regular size, it's only $25 to have the kit cut. So you could buy wonderful flannel at 50% off this week, get Dawn to cut it into rag squares, and you can make some wonderful rag quilts for Christmas. Pajamas, rag quilts, plain quilting. It doesn't have to necessarily be a rag quilt. You can make any quilt into a flannel quilt. Or a lot of it's been going out this week, a lot of it, for backings. What a great deal. So soft and so wonderful. Just the best thing, that flannel. Absolutely marvelous. Now, there was one thing. I have to give you the tip of the day from Donna. Donna has a go cutter. She's got one of the big electric ones. And she said sometimes they don't always cut just right. So she's found out a tip. She found out that if you turn it just a little angle to put it in, it cuts much better than straight in. So that's her tip for hers. What she found for hers doing the big electric go is to just put a slight angle on it and it feeds through and it's perfect. Anyway, so that's for the rag dye quilt if you want to do that and you have that goal. Okay, so that was my tip for the day. That was from Donna. Woohoo! I really like it when everybody in the staff participates and helps me find things for our show. It's absolutely amazing. So, and I have help all the time from people on the floor, all my co-workers, and also from Chelsea, who's part of the education team here at the store. So she was helping me because I got to tell you a few other things. She says, you know, if you're making these freestanding lace things and you want to make it good and spooky, kind of spooky like this guy, she said there's a really good thread. It's called Glow in the Dark. So can you imagine? It glows in the dark. So when you turn your lights off at night, all your things will glow. Whoa, that will be so scary. Anyway, so don't forget, we have really great thread, glow in the dark, for those kind of projects. I know that Julie made the witch a few years ago, and that glowed in the dark. It was really cool. And of course, we all had to run to the bathroom, where the only place it was really dark to see it, close ourselves in so we could see it. But it was cool. Really cool. All right. So, yeah, Frankie Flannel's just here to tell you all about all that flannel, that wonderful stuff that's going on this week at my sewing room. All right. Also, this coming up, there's a wonderful class. It's Leah's class. And for all those people who haven't done a tiling scene before or want to start a tiling scene, they just bought it on the OESD sale, this is the class for you. It's an embroidery along. It comes in 3 parts and it's $75 plus tax. And you get to pick out whatever tiling scene you like. And OESD has plenty of tiling scenes. I think my favorite was so far the Haunted Hill Mansion tiling scene. I think that would be really spooky. And if you put some of that glow in the dark thread in there, ooh, that would be so cool. Also coming, but not here yet, but thinking about it, okay, is the Headless Horseman tiling scene. I can just see him on the horse with his head under his arm and glowing in the dark. Wouldn't that be cool? The Headless Horseman is called. Also, there's one called the Terrifying Tower. That would be something like what I grew up in, that haunted house thing. Anyways, those 2 are coming soon. So if you haven't seen them yet, they're coming out for you to see. That's really cool. Okay, so that class, the tiling scene class starts in September. September 26th, October 10th, and October 24th to put it all together. So that will be a lot of fun. And you'll have it in time for Halloween or Christmas if you're doing a Christmas tile scene, or spring. You'll have it all ready to go. That'll be awesome. All right, so that class is coming up, but I don't want you to forget about something else that's going to be happening very soon. Are you ready for this? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's My Sewing Room presents Helen Godden quilt classes. And she's got 3 of them out there. So let's have a peek at them. Okay, so the first one she's doing, if I can get a good shot at it, is this one. 4 in the raw edge applique. That one's October 3rd. The next one she's doing the next day, October 4th, she's talking about watercolor techniques in artsy fartsy sunflowers. And her other quilt class that she's doing is free motion. It's called Quilt a Doodle. Now, these are all free motion type of classes. They're just really quickly, though, our early bird pricing is ending on September 3rd. So that's like Sunday. So you got to get yourself signed up before then to get the good deal of only $200 per class. After that, it goes to the regular price of $249.99, and that's before tax, you guys, but it includes the starter kit. Okay, all right, so if you want more information on Miss Helen Godden and inspirations, I will be here on Friday to tell you more. Okay, but if you're interested in signing up, call the store, My Sewing Room, and have some of my peeps sign you up and get you started. Okay, hi Roxanne, that's a new name for me. Hello Anne, how you doing? So I'm not sure if there's more comments, I can't see anymore, but hello to anybody else who has signed in and said hello. All right, so Miss Helen Godden. Now, I kind of told you a little bit about what's going to happen on Friday. Okay, so on Friday, Freaky Friday, I will be back. I will tell you more about Miss Helen Godden. I'll tell you so many scary things. Oh my goodness. Anyways, that's for Freaky Friday. Yes, Freaky Friday. All right, ladies and gentlemen and viewers of all kind, it's the Frankay flannel here to tell you all about flannel, right? So you're ready? You're ready for flannel. You're ready for fall. I tell you, I see fall out there right now. I'm feeling fall. And I think you should be prepped and ready to go, right? Right, Tina B? I think we should, right? We will have our flannel. We'll have our Flames flannel jammies. Yep, we'll be ready for the flame opener in October. Oh, I think this is marvelous. So we're having a really great week here at My Sewing Room. And I think it all is because of our super summer savings events that have been going on. So this week, of course, we are doing the 50% off regular priced flannel. And it's just, you know, bolting off the shelves. Woohoo, bolting off the shelves. And of course, as always, there's always the 50% off area if you really need some other, you know, discounted fabric, which is great for this time of the year, getting your Christmas presents all done and organized and whatnot. Anyways, I do hope you guys can come in and see us at the store, right? We are here normally Monday to Saturdays, 10 to 6. I will let you know that we are closed Sunday and Monday. That's the long weekend, so we won't be here. But if you want that flannel, come up in person till Saturday and online till Sunday. Okay, because then we start a brand new sale. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Yes, brand new sale for next week, starting September 4th. Can you believe it? August is almost over. Starting September 4th through to September 10th, it's all our regular price books on sale. All right, isn't that marvelous? It's marvelous. Yes. All right, my peeps. Hope you guys had a little fun, little joke along the way, telling you stories about my Frankenstein, my big cousin there, who used to hang out with me all the time, but now he's moving on, moseying on. Anyways, everybody, have a good rest of today, and if you want to hear that Sandy person talking, come join us on Friday when she does Freaky Friday. If not, she'll be back with you guys on Wednesday to do Wacky Wednesday from my sewing room. All right, everyone. You guys have fun. Take care.